Be good. Okay, so I was on the phone with Darylyn over the weekend, and I don't even know what we were really talking about and how it got to this point, but this is mostly how our calls go. It turns into like dreaming and talking about like where we want the future to be and goals of ours and just doing big things and accomplishing stuff in life and being smart with our money and using it in good ways. And this, like, me and Darlene have really, really deep conversations sometimes without any fun gummies involved. This is just normal. But we started talking and I was like, you know what I really need to do with my team again. And I used to do this before. It's like, I really need to help with visualizing the future, with focusing on where we're going and what we're going to do and how it's going to help them and change their life. Like, we're on the mission together, right? We're all here because we want to help people heal the body naturally. I'm on a big mental health like advocacy journey. Like, I want to help people so much with their mental health because I know I struggled and I didn't really know how to I didn't know what natural stuff to use, and that's what I wanted. And so anyways, we have a huge, big mission here. So I know we all have like our hearts in it. And I think a lot of us are like yellow blues. We got some red, we got some green in there too, but I feel like even humanity, right, is like a lot of yellows, and we want to help so many people. And sometimes I think we put ourselves, though, like maybe on the back burner, or we don't feel like we're worthy of some of those dreams, or we're like, how is that ever going to happen? Or, because last week we went back to our vision boards and we started looking back at our goals again and reevaluating and seeing, what do we need to cross off that we already accomplished? What maybe we need to change? 75% fall into yellow and blue. Yeah, that's most of the world, right? That's what I thought. And so like, I think sometimes we're so concerned with other people, like we have our own goals, but like we kind of selfishly don't, sometimes I don't know. I feel like I start to feel like it's selfish. But tonight we're going to really, really work on visualizing like a dream life, a dream situation. I'm going to have us close our eyes in just a minute. I know it's going to be weird, but you can turn your camera off if you want, or you can keep it on, whatever you want. But I used to do this before. My CEOs did it too. And it actually like painted such a picture in my mind of, okay, I can see it. I can visualize it. I can even like feel things mentally. I can smell them. I can taste them. Like, I just know in my head, like what I'm working for, and then starting to, figure out how are we going to get there. So, what we're going to do, we're going to let everyone just go ahead and close your eyes. I did this at a Rachel Hollis conference, not a concert, kind of business conference. And it was so powerful. So everyone, we close your eyes, and this is what I want you to visualize. If like money did not matter, you had infinite amount of resource to build a dream life that you would love to have. I want you to start taking yourself to that place. Okay. What are some of the goals on your vision board? Like, think about them in your head, right? I used to be a gymnast, and when I was a gymnast, I would do my tumbling passes and I would visualize them before I actually did the tumbling pass. And I visioned myself doing it perfectly, sticking it, landing it. And so that's what we're going to do with our goals. We're going to visualize it in our mind with our eyes closed. So for some of you on your vision board, you want to take the best trip that you can ever imagine. Maybe you want to go to Europe and you want to spend a month or two just traveling around in other countries, seeing some of the 7, 8 wonders of the world. I don't know how many there are. There might be more now. Some of you, maybe you just want to go on that dream vacation to the beach. Some of you might want to go on a cruise. Some of you might want just a better living situation. Maybe you want to get out of where you're living right now. Maybe you have a dream home on that board. Maybe some of you have a car on that board. Some of you might just envision just, if your bank account allowed you, how you can help other people, how can you give to other people? And so I'm just going to take you on a vision through one of my dreams, but I want you guys to vision your own dream in your mind. Okay. So for me, one of my goals is a dream backyard. So for me in a dream backyard, I'm walking out my sliding glass door. It expands to where it opens completely, where people can walk in and out of the house. And then in my backyard, I'm looking out. And when I look out, I see a patio where there is a table of my family hanging out, having barbecue meal. They are enjoying some whatever kind of relaxing beverages that they want to have, maybe a can of cocktail out there, whatever they want to drink. And beyond them, I can see my husband grilling some food. I can smell the grilled chicken on the barbecue. I can see my kids beyond that grill playing and splashing in the pool. They've got a slide that goes into the pool. There is a rock cave looking portion to the pool. Heck, we're going to have a lazy river around that pool. Like, it's going to be the best pool in the neighborhood. People are going to be like, have you heard the Gonzalez's? They have a lazy river in their backyard. Yeah, we do, because we want to enjoy family time. We want to have people over. We've got our friends there enjoying it with us. My kids and their friends are splashing around the pool, having a great time. There are lounge chairs on a portion of the beach entryway pool where they are relaxing and soaking up the sun. There is a black and white stripe umbrella giving them some shade. There's palm trees all around. I have imported these palm trees from Florida, and they are the prettiest looking palm trees. It's going to look like a tropical paradise out there. We've got birds of paradise. We have got, I don't know the name of other flowers that I want, hibiscus out there. We've got just, it's going to look like I'm at a resort, and I don't even need to go to a resort because my backyard is the resort. We got a cabana out there. In the cabana, we've got a fire pit where with seating around it, and people can just hang out, enjoy. Maybe my kids later will make a s'mores on that fire pit. We have a swim up bar in the pool where there's 4 seats, and we're just hanging out and having a good time and enjoying company, making memories, a place where my kids can grow up with their cousins and grow up with their neighbors and remember back when they were growing up, all these awesome times at the pool in their parents' backyard. And their parents worked so hard to pay for it cash. They will be debt free, taking care of every expense of that pool in that backyard for the kids and their memories. That's one of my vision boards, but let me just take you guys to someone else's vision. Maybe you have a cruise on your vision board, because I know some of you have that on there. I want you to think about, okay, you've packed up for this cruise. It's you and your family, and the kids are pumped and excited. Heck, maybe you want to spoil your in-laws or extended family, and you want to pay for them too. You're going to take them on the cruise as just as a nice gesture, as a thank you. You're walking down the entryway to board the cruise. You guys are getting on the cruise. Your kids are so excited. It's a Disney cruise. Screw it. It's Disney, because we're going to go all out. We aren't even worried about the $10,000 or whatever it costs to go on that Disney cruise. We're taking everybody, and we're going to have a good time. The kids are smiling ear to ear. Maybe they got their Mickey ears on, right? They see the pool and they can't wait to get into the pool on the cruise. I want you to visualize spending the night in your dream room on that cruise. I don't know if they have a 2-story room on the cruise, but they should. And you booked it. You got that suite on the cruise. You're not just going on the cruise, like you're going all out on the cruise and enjoying yourself and having memories made on that cruise. Maybe you go to your first stop and it's Cozumel or wherever that you want that cruise to go. Maybe it's the Bahamas, Jamaica, wherever you want it to go. And you're getting off the cruise and you guys are going to the beach, and maybe it's the first time your family's like put their toes in the sand. Maybe they haven't been able to even leave their hometown before, but you have been able to provide this for them and save up and take them on this cruise to spoil them. Maybe you're on the beach and you can feel the wind blowing and the sand in your toes, and you can smell the sunscreen. Birds are flying overhead. You hear them chirping. You're looking at that crystal blue water. Your kids are running through the water, splashing, playing. Maybe they're finding shells. You're able to collect some of those shells to take home as a memory. And you're just sitting there in your chair and you're just, you look over to whoever's with you and you're like, man, we did this. We worked so hard to provide this vacation for our family. Our kids are going to remember it forever. And we have taught them how to work hard to be able to also provide something like this for their family. We're creating generational abundance. We're teaching them how to earn this and how to work for themselves and to provide some sort of just fulfillment like this. I'm like, I could go through other memories too, but you can open up your eyes here. I might be the only one visualizing, but what I want you guys to think about too, maybe you took yourself down your own path of where you wanted to go and what your goals were, whether you took it to a place, or maybe it's a thing that you want to have, like maybe it's a car, or maybe it's a bigger house. I want you to like really sit and visualize, like, what do you want in a house? Like, if it is a house, how many bedrooms is it going to have? Is it hardwood floor? What color are the walls? What kind of scent do you want in your home when people walk in? Like mine is like it's like a, what's it called? Like a French toast waffle scent from Bath and Body Works. Like that's what's in the plugins of my home, because I would sell books and I'd go to houses and I loved that smell when it just smelled like, I don't know, syrup and waffles. So that's the scent that I have in my house. Like, I want you to think about all the details to your goal. I want you to really, really think about, okay, like to the T, this is what it's going to look like. And then some of you are like, okay, I got the vision. I know where I'm going. I want you to think about, how are we going to get there? And so I'm going to just keep my eyes closed because I talk better not looking at people because I get distracted. But, and because I was talking about this on the phone with Darren, and I was like, now that we know where we're going, what our vision is, what we want to accomplish, we really feel it. I want us to start to believe it. Like it can happen and it will happen for you. It's going to be in the cards for you. And Ariel can be the vehicle to get you to that point of just accomplishing that goal on your vision board. And how is that going to happen? Okay, well, let's think about, what do we need in order to, let's just say it is a Disney cruise of $8,000, right? Like how we need to make $8,000. How can we break that down? How many people do we need to talk to for so many to say yes, right? How many drip sip sleigh packs does that need to be? And I don't want you to get overwhelmed by that number. I want you to just keep breaking it down, breaking it down, breaking it down. Because if you're looking at an elephant, how do you eat the elephant? One bite at a time, right? And so I want you to really think, okay, if I need, let's say 20 drip sip say sleigh packs, I don't know, I just made a number up. I want you to think, okay, who are going to be my 20? If I'm writing out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, all the way to 20, and I'm filling in those numbers with a name, who can I think of that can benefit from this? Who do I know that can benefit from better sleep? Who does not sleep well? Let me just start racking my brain. Who do I know close to me that doesn't sleep well? Let me just start writing that down. Who do I know within my circle or in social media that I've seen or I've heard at baseball games or softball games or, church or wherever? Who do I know that their body hurts, right? Who's complaining about, oh my God, my back hurts. I mean, my back hurts too. So, who do I know that like, maybe they have arthritis? Maybe you can think of a relative. I know my dad was an immediate person I thought of here. Who do I know that needs more energy? Who's a teacher? School starting, right? They're going to need energy to make it through the beginning. Well, really all of school, but especially getting ramped up in the beginning. Who do I know that's a student that could use some energy? They're having to start classes in college now or study for midterms and different things. Who do I know that is a nurse that works long hours? I'm starting to fill in these slots, right? I'm thinking of names. I know my sister-in-law is a nurse and she works 12-hour shifts. Who do I know that works other long shifts? My brother-in-law, her husband, he also works a lot too, on a car dealership. Who do I know that maybe they just don't have a great immune system that can use some immune support gummies? Who do I know that like has a busy life and can use some good focus with wise capsules? Who do I know that's stressed out with their kids? Who has multiple kids? Who do I know that has 5, 6 kids that can benefit from our calm caps? So as we start to like really think about this, I hope you guys thought of some names that you can write down on your list. And now let's think about the belief in reaching out to them, because you're putting them first, not necessarily yourself. Yes, it's helping you work towards your goal. But when you have them in mind, they're going to understand that and they're going to read that and they're going to feel that through your voice or your text or however you reach out to them, right? Or you see them in person, they'll see it on your face. Like, girl, I was just sitting here visualizing the other day and you actually came to mind. I thought about you. We have these unicorn drops and I absolutely love them. And I know you're always on the go. I know you're here at the baseball field with your kids, just like we are. And I'm telling you, these are a game changer. You got to take a look at them. So how can you approach the people on your list? How can you come to them through love and being genuine and really putting them first and making it about them? And then I want you to take your dreams and then I want you to 10x them. I want you to make them even bigger. Like my backyard dream, now I want to add to it. Okay, that's the first part of my dream. Now I want to add a casita to the thing. I want to add a little side house. So when my parents, maybe they aren't quite able to live on their own and they need some support, or they just, are tired of managing their house and they want to come live with us. Like my dad fell off the ladder and he's struggling. I want to have a place for them to be able to come, and I want it to be close so I can take care of them. I want you guys to start 10xing your dreams. I want it to start scaring you that it's so big. Like my dream of building this wellness park, it's more than just a food truck park at this point. It's going to be a wellness park. Like on my wellness park, I want the food trucks. Yes. I want the live music. I want the playground. But I also want walking trails. I want a place where people can go and they are stress-free. I want sound healing on those walking trails. I want a yoga spot on those walking trails. I want exercise spots on those walking trails. I want just a place where people can go and all people can enjoy it. I want a special needs, friendly playground. Like I sit and I think about this park that I want to build and I'm like, I need millions of dollars. Or I just need to keep talking about it and sharing it, and the right people will come along and they'll make it happen. So 10x those goals. You're not getting a snack. You had dinner that you didn't eat. So sorry. School random. Anyways, I might just be like rambling out of my just rambling, but I hope that if you really can like close your eyes and start thinking about it and visualizing those goals and really put yourself in it, it starts to feel more attainable and it starts to feel more believable, and you really have a connection to it. I don't really want goals just to be written down. I want like to really put myself in a situation as it already happened, that I already accomplished those, because it is going to happen. And so, I just am like, I don't know. I was on this goal kick lately, and I think it's because it's mid-year and it's kind of a reality check. Like, oh my gosh, all my kids are gonna be starting school and life's gonna get busy in the fall, and Thanksgiving, Christmas, all that's gonna happen. That before you know it, it's gonna be the end of the year, and I'm gonna be like, oh my gosh, what have I done? Like, have I accomplished what I wanted to accomplish? Was I able to work it into the nooks and crannies of the day? Like, when you have a goal that you're so committed to and you're so, I mean, it's kind of an obsession. I think there's a book called Obsessed, Be Obsessed, or whatever. It's Grant Cardone, something about being obsessed in a good way. Like when you're obsessed with helping people, you're obsessed with like achieving things. You don't make excuses. You find a way to make it happen. I've had a lot going on in life, but still finds a way to work it in through any way you can, nooks and crannies of the day. I think that's all I had. I just wanted us to visualize our goals and to really like put ourselves in the future as if it already happened, because speaking like it already happened means it's going to, the time just has to catch up with us, right? And so Northern Lights and Alaskan cruise. Yes. Oh my gosh, that would be so cool. I love that, Trisha. Let's go, girl. I want to be on that with you. Where are you at? Where'd you? Oh, there you are. I was like, I've seen pictures, but to see it in real life, like that would be incredible. Your brain doesn't know the difference between the past and the future. It only really understands the present. So you can visualize the future like it is now, and it's so powerful. Yes, Jennifer. Do you want to share more on that? You don't have to. I'm just giving you the chance.
I'd love to actually, if you'd like, only because I feel like visualization goes right into mindset, which is something that I know that Darnell and I are really big on. And I started on that about a while back because of this company. We had done one of these like crazy runners chats way back when, and we did a 75 hard. And part of it was we had to spend 20 minutes a day on something that was pouring into ourselves. And it could have been anything we wanted to, but I got really addicted to listening to a podcast. But in this podcast, I've also discovered this other guy, and it's been a while since we chatted about it, I think. I want to say his name is Hal Elrod. I only watched an interview with Rob Dial, which is the guy that I watched, and this guy, Hal Elrod. But what he has is he has a method. Hold on, let me look it up in my, I'll be able to find it in a second. I'm spacing on it because I'm on the spot, but it's called the Savers method. And I think I want to say it stands for scribe, affirmations, visualization, exercise. Okay, the R in something, but the word is savers. And hold on, I can try to find it. It's in my notes, I know. But anyways, but that was like, it became a thing where it's like, this is something that you should do. God. We could Google it. Y'all can Google it. R is not rest. Gosh, okay, hang on. And my computer might die. BTW. Savers.
I feel like I've heard this.
Yeah, okay, here it is. The S is silence. Be quiet in your mind and block out the chatter through meditation, prayer, or focused breathing. A is affirmations. Tell yourself encouraging words to achieve goals, overcome fears, and feel happy. V is visualization, which is imagine yourself doing each thing that you need to do for the day and imagine what it feels like to succeed. So these are things that you're supposed to do first thing in the morning. This is how you're supposed to start your morning, is with the Savers method. And it's like dedicate an hour of your morning every day to doing this, is where this kind of stems from. But exercise, go for a walk or jog. Moving allows blood and oxygen to flow to your brain. R is reading. Fill your brain with positive thoughts and ideas to improve yourself. And S, the last S is scribing, which is write a journal to process your thoughts and reflect on what you've achieved. So basically the whole point of this is starting your day every day in like this positive mindset, right? It's starting your day out on the right foot. It's getting up a little bit early so that your kids aren't the first thing in your face. It's not being hungover first thing in the morning and snoozing your alarm 5 times. It is setting yourself up for success because you're visualizing the person that you want to be. Something that my guy Rob Dial talks about is practicing the difference between like visualize the person you want to be and then fully admit visualize the life you want. And once you have that life that you want, you have to figure out what would the person who has that life be doing? If the life you want is to have a food truck park that is full of wellness trucks, is that person drinking till 2 o'clock in the morning on a Friday night or on a Wednesday night? If they're not, and you are, you have a gap to close, right? Because what you have to do is you have to visualize the life that you want, figure out what would the person who has this life be really honest with yourself about where you're at, and do things slowly every single day to close this gap so that you get to that. But in this process, your brain has no freaking clue that the life that you're visualizing is not the life that you have now. So you can actually make yourself feel that you are that person. And it's also why it is very detrimental for you to live in the past, because your brain doesn't know the difference between the fact that it was the past and it's not your present moment. So you will stay anxious and scared and whatever. So that's all I gotta say about that. But yes, I think really whenever you said that, I did perk up because I was like, oh, I love this. This is right up my alley. I'm gonna mute before my computer dies on us.
All of it, or my food truck park. I want other options than just alcohol. I was telling someone the other day, it was like can of cocktails or just adaptogen drinks or, other things. So people aren't just there.
I mean, like, honestly, that can be anything. It can literally be like, does the person who has this, are they doom scrolling on their phone for 3 hours a day? Probably not. They're probably filling that doom scroll time with like something productive, right? Because they have this amazing life, and you don't get this amazing life whenever you have 24 hours in a day, not doing the things that it takes to get that life. So it's just a matter of being able to keep yourself in track, but on the ways that like you want to. Sorry, I know I bring up the alcohol thing a lot, by the way, and it's only because that's like my journey, but I have no problem with anybody else like doing their thing. And it's just a matter of like, it's just being honest with yourself. And for me, I couldn't be that person because my drinking on a Wednesday night was like slinging back 12 beers and a couple shots, and it just didn't do me any favors the next morning. So
I'm gonna put this over here too. I went back to my notes from somewhere, I don't know where I was at, but they were talking about like a report card, right? We kind of need to do that with our own goals, like have an internal audit, have like a great kind of like a grading system. Like, how are you, do you put in the effort towards your goals, right? Like if your life was school and you got report cards and you've got grades, like, are you turning in the work? Are you half-assing the work? Are you really putting good quality into like the projects that you have? Or you just kind of checking the boxes, right? Because people read that too. Like if we're just checking the boxes, okay, got to post, there we go. Like, I'm not gonna lie, my life gets crazy. So I'm like, oh, I'm gonna make a video here, blah, and I don't put like too much thought into some of them because I'm just trying to do it all. But if I'm really, can you please go with daddy or go outside? Yeah.
Go to time out, but you don't show me on the
I don't want to, I'm not throwing you on the bed right now. Okay. Later, maybe we'll think about it. I don't know. Oh my gosh. So vision, he broke down like the V is the vision. Like, do you have the vision? Can you see it? Do you know, like, let's say if it was school, right? Like if you want straight A's, like, do you have the vision of getting on the dean's list, of graduating cum laude or valedictorian or whatever? Do you have the vision? Do you have the intention and the action? Are you putting forth the action? Are you doing the things that you need to do to get the good grades? Are you having the intention? Like, are you an initiator? Or, are you looking at the paper next to you, copying what they're doing and just saying it's yours, right? Success. So the S is success. Like, do you believe you can succeed? Do you know that you are going to be successful? It doesn't matter if you have or have not in the past. Like Jennifer said, that doesn't matter. Like, you create your own success, and success is different to everybody else, right? It means different things. To Manny, he's like a money person. He's a red, like he measures success in money. So when the food truck wasn't making money, it's not successful. I don't measure it in that. I measure it in progress. I measure it in more of like action of, are we doing the work to get the results? And to me, yeah, that's successful. Are we helping people? Are we serving them? Are we giving them more options of healthier drinks? Yes. So to me, that's success. Inspiration. Are you looking for different things around you for inspiration? are you being an inspiration, right? Like, are you inspiring other people? Because you have to be fed some inspiration, but then we also have to give that to other people too. Ownership, are you taking ownership of your actions or non-actions, right? This is a business. We have to take ownership of our own business. If we aren't showing up every day, then think about like your favorite, let's say a boutique in town. If you like to shop at a boutique, if you drive up there and there's a sign on the door, oh, we're not closed today, you're going to get mad and not show up. But you know, you're not going to want to risk going over there to see if it's open. I don't know why I said boutique, but you know, and then the non-negotiables, like what are non-negotiables that you do every single day? Like, is it your birthday messages? Is it your follow-ups? Is it your, you know, showing you're open in your stories every day? Is it your lives every day? Is it your short videos? Whatever your non-negotiables are, like stick to those. And I encourage you to write those down because we did that at the family reunion. Travis had us write down what are your non-negotiables, like, and what gets in your way of accomplishing those non-negotiables, and how can you, you know, get rid of the distractions so you do get those done every single day. How are you just prioritizing your time? So yeah, leave it to Jude 24/7 always. Okay, I think we could be here all night, but hopefully that was a just a good visual. Oh, I need to do the winner of our prize here. What I have that pulled up somewhere. Where did I put it? Give me just a minute. Oh my gosh, what happened here? I don't know. While I'm finding that, I will share with you. This is gonna, I think I'm gonna do this every month because I'm like, I like, you know, the encouragement for it's me, the binary qualified each month. So this month, this is what I'm drawing for binary. Everyone that's binary qualified will go in the drawing. They are little mushroom socks. They're super cute. I saw them and I'm like, I bought two, one for me and one to promo because I thought they were adorable. Like each sock has different little, that looks weird like that, but it's a mushroom. Oh gosh. I guess this one has flowers on it. Anyways, I just thought they were cute. This one has a little mushroom on it too. They seems like, you know, lion's mane mushroom, chaga mushroom vibes over here with our little shroom boom. Oh my gosh, no, I can't find it where I swear I had like a spinny thing with the names. Y'all give me just a minute. Does anyone have anything they'd like to share? Questions? Is there anyone else that like, there's a lot going on in corporate right now. Anyone want to give us just like an update, a rundown of everything that's going on? And I was like, what are you talking about? I'm feeling dying until I find this. Well, I know we have our Christmas cash.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, I was trying to unmute myself, but not doing a good job of it. We've got Christmas cash going on right now until the end of the month. We're all running for this trip as well. So every new order you get gets you points for this trip. Everybody that like succeeds in your team gets you points for this trip. We've got the oil sale going on until Friday. You can get a free bottle of watermelon mojito with every other tincture that you buy. So that ends Friday at midnight. What else am I missing, Kristen? Is there something else I'm missing? Oh, product is Crimson Wave, $25 until the end of the month. And they're giving you 50 points for every product of the month that I don't know if it's that you sell, or if you buy it yourself. I'm not sure.
I think if you buy it yourself.
Right. I think it's if you buy it yourself, maybe you get that extra 50 points. I wasn't really, I don't think they were very clear on that, but either way.
We have extra points also for parties.
Right. The parties. And then if you do host a party and you can get yourself 2 VIPs in the first 48 hours, they're reimbursing your $25 Rockstar fee. So pretty much you can join this business for free right now. If we can encourage people to say like, hey, if you can come in here and get like your hubby to like sign up as a customer and your mom to sign up as a customer in the first 48 hours, they're going to reimburse your fee pretty much. Like put them on a Zoom call, take a screenshot of you guys on a Zoom call together, be like, we had a party and they both bought. Like, You know, they're not even checking it right now, right? That's what Darylyn said earlier. Like, they're not even really checking it. They just want us to have parties and they want our people to join here and have success. Because, you know, if somebody can come in here and get 4 VIPs fast, not only do they get the $25 reimbursed, then they're going to hit rep the brand. They're going to get shouted out. They're going to make money right away. Like, everybody feels good when all those things happen, right? Like, you're checking so many people's boxes. So
Yeah,
I think that might be it.
I think that might be,
Sorry,
I know,
anything or no?
I was telling Darlene that we were signing up a bunch of rock stars and I told them if they get their 4 in 48 hours, I was personally going to reimburse them the $25, whether they had a party or not. And Kristen's like, no, you shouldn't be paying that. Like, let's just do it. I'm like, okay, thanks. So here we go.
Love
Hey,
that.
and haven't you gotten like 5 this month, I think?
Rock stars. I've got one that signed up today. I've got 4 that are just sitting there and I'm like, please, come on, click.
Yeah, so maybe this will be good.
Right.
Okay, let me spin the wheel for the frother. These were binary qualified rock stars. And the winner is, oh, look, there's Eddie. He won.
Then again. Then again.
Like, well, you're on there too, man. I'm like, are you sure?
Yes. I have like 15 brothers.
Look, I have these. There we go, Christy.
Yay.
Yay.
Awesome. I will get-
What is it? A frother? To be honest, I have a ton too. So if you spin it again, somebody doesn't have one. I have like 4. I came in like a 4-pack.
What? I'm like, well, I'll give it to you and you promo it off.
Okay.
Why don't you do a drawing then? Like for your people or
Okay.
Do it to collect emails all the rest of the summer. Like, everybody that gets
Okay.
you an email is entered into that frother giveaway.
That is a really good idea. Sold.
Yeah.
Thank you.
you're welcome.
I won.
I love it. This was great, Kristen. I have to get up at 3:00 in the morning. I'm going to Georgia tomorrow for a bachelorette party this weekend, but this will be my first sober bachelorette party. And I'm also not taking any real THC with me. I'm only taking Ariel stuff with me. So this is going to be a very interesting trip for me. But I was like, as soon as I get on the plane tomorrow, I'm literally going to sit and like all these things that I was visualizing, I'm going to write down. I think it's such a good idea. I think it's super powerful. I'm like, yes, I need to write down exactly what my outdoor kitchen will look like.
Writing it down is huge too, because then you get it out of your head onto paper and like just use as many adjectives as you can and describe it to the T so you really like can just picture yourself there or with it or whatever the goal is.
Yes, I'm so.
And if it's mobile, you better be visualizing yourself on the stage. I don't know what they're gonna do for mobile, but we better have big old signs and like
That trophy better be big.
I'm like, you guys can carry us on a chariot up to the stage. That works too.
There we go.
I saw a company that did that and I was like, oh, interesting.
We'll have Louie and JC carrying us up onto the stage.
Yep. Someone's got to do it first and we have to, just set the pace. So why not us? I know we are the team to do it. Y'all are so amazing. I just wanted to say, I'm very proud of you no matter what, whether you have numbers for signups or not. To me, success is not measured in a results-based situation. It's not going to be like, oh, I signed up 800 people today. It's more of okay, well, what are the actions that you're doing? I want to recognize the work that you're putting in because, you can have talent and people could be talented and they can sign up a bunch of people, but they might not have the work ethic. And I believe that work ethic will always outbeat talent because you're going to be consistent and over time, you will end up outworking that talented person because others see the hard work and they want to be a part of something with hard work, and that, you know, you're dedicated, you're committed, you're focused, you're there, and they want to join someone that's where their mindset is, not just like, anyways, I just wanted you all to know that the effort is not overlooked. It definitely is seen. And like always put in the chat, like when you have something great going on, like Brittany and I are doing like a vendor event tomorrow. We are at Massage Envy with the table. I got an email and they're like, we're gonna have a sip and shop and we'll have a couple of vendors. And I just emailed them back. I'm like, hey, can you have another one? I want to come. Like, we got to put you outside. I'm like, I don't care. Let's do it. So, you know, just put yourself out there because you never know. Okay. Love you all. Have a great Wednesday night and we will see you later. Bye.